Alrighty, folks, if you haven't heard, we are about to kick off year number 3 of the ORAT celebration with the boys, Matt and Dion. These are the two guys that were the instigators. Actually, Dion's the guy that first did it, and Matt piled on saying, yeah, let's spend some of Zuber's money for the first event that's now in year 3. So, guys, I know you're coming out. You're a big part of the event. Everybody loves you guys. First, thank you from the bottom of my heart for, pushing me to have one. It was obviously life-changing. But yeah, year 3, and I've been working quietly behind the scenes, and I've got about 100 hours already into this thing. So I'd love to share. I'd love to have you guys ask questions and just really, really peel it apart, because I think this one needs to sell out quick with our community.
Well, I think that's where the danger lies. This is a community. These are people who have interacted with each other for years, and you have some presenters coming this year. I'm looking forward to seeing. I am a Jason Hartman fan. I have to, every now and then when I say something in one of my videos, I have to say thank you, Jason Hartman, because I know it's his thing. He says compared to what? That's not a me thing, but I use it often. Yes. I watch his, every time his videos drop, I watch them. So I'm really looking forward to him coming. Pace Morby, I'm excited. I get that him and I have different investing strategies, but I learn from everything he says, or when he's talking, I'm still learning.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see that, but here's the problem. Here's the danger. And you said this in your daily update, when Jason Hartman with his platform and Pace Morby with his platform start talking about, we're going to be in Vegas presenting on this day. I believe the people who, no offense, don't know the Three Amigos.
Yeah.
But are Jason Hartman fans and Pace Morby fans are going to scoop up tickets. And then the people in our community that we're really making this event for might not get a spot at the table.
Right. Yeah, I have that exact fear. Because again, you guys know this, but the audience, the Blind Center, which is my chosen location, has a capacity, and there is no room to expand. It's not like there's this false wall that I can knock down and add another 200 people. And you're absolutely right. This is the first year I have announced the keynotes. Before, it was always a secret. Like year number 1 was the Uneducated Economist. Year number 2 was Graham Stephan. This year, I'm just like, let's just put it out there. And I fully expect, honestly, I think Jason Hartman's community could do 50 to 75 tickets by themselves. I think Pace Morby, if he wanted, he could sell out the event by himself. Right? Sure. He's got 300 people just in Vegas in the sub 2 community. So they don't even have to travel. Yeah. So yeah, I am really hoping the ORAT fans step up, get tickets early, because I want to see you. That's important to me. So Matt, what do you think?
Well, we like to grow the community, right? So it's not about, exclusionary and make our own. It's about growing the community, sharing the stage with other people. It's going to be funny because, you guys have met me. I'm not small, and I'm pretty sure Pace is small. And so it's always weird for me when you liken it to like Braveheart when you meet William Wallace and you're like, I thought he was 10 feet tall and lightning came out of his ass.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. And so that's what it's kind of like for me. So I think what's really cool is, you continue to bring great big names to the event, that bring different knowledge, things that they're not saying other places that they then get to hear and how it relates there. Cause these guys are good speakers. But yeah, my biggest concern by far is I think a lot of people have kind of dragged feet and not gotten tickets until closer to the end. Yeah. And that means that in more times than ever before, Pace has a huge community. Jason has a huge community. Vegas is a very easy destination for all of their communities because a lot of their people are left coast.
Yeah.
It's a very big area for them to be able to easily fly into and get access. So I think it's just really imperative. We want to see the people that we talk to in the chat every week. Like, so hey, do it now.
Yeah.
Like, do it now. Don't wait. This is not a wait time.
This is a real concern to me because we've only talked about Jason and Pace. There's another guy coming that's got 1 million followers on Instagram. Sean Makes Money Easy. His wife Sharon's got 350,000. When these people start marketing an event, we start getting, because right now I don't have any artwork, right? I'm still collecting headshots and doing all these things, and
sure,
we start getting those. It wouldn't shock me if half the room is kind of like when I ask in the beginning, like, who's their first time? It might be half the room.
I agree.
Right? Where last year it was like 30%. And it's so again, folks, if you are part of our community, lots of you say you're coming, buy your tickets now. And oh, by the way, it's, you got time to pay it off. And then when you come out, it's just like a free event. So again, it's going to be wild. But I've actually thought about this event for a while, and it's a very fun and complex Rubik's Cube or Tetris, because, I have one stage. It's not like we have breakouts.
Right.
Although we're working on something with the Three Amigos, I think is going to be awesome, but more on that later. But I have one stage. I have a defined timeline because I haven't, it's going to be 8 to 8 on day one, which I always do because we're feeding you dinner and we're doing a celebration with cake and cupcakes and all of that day one. And then it's 8 to 6 on day two. So I don't have any more blocks. I have the same blocks of time that I had last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to do a couple of things. So number one, I need to find a way to show love to the millionaires, right? You two and 7 or 8 other folks like Adrian and Ty, and all of them are like, yeah, of course we're coming back. And they don't even, they're like, they didn't ask if they were speaking. They're just coming to support the community. So the first thing I need to do is find a way to make sure all of the millionaires, because again, the audience comes for all of us. This isn't a Zuber event. This is an ORAD event, which is a contribution of all the millionaires who come back every week, which is so awesome. So I have to find a way to show you guys love, right? The thing that's, you guys know, but for the audience, I always try to give great gifts like that are meaningful, not throwaway. So this year, for all the millionaires that are coming back for year 3, you guys get to use my custom shoe designer to create some custom kicks for you, right? With your colors. You're not getting shoved my brand. It's going to be your brand. So it's going to be really fun to see what you guys all create. Those aren't cheap if you ever had one-of-a-kind shoes created. But, everything I could, and then the podcast room, right? I'm doing all I can to show love and support for the millionaires. That's the first thing I think about. Then the second thing I think about is, one thing I do on my channel is usually on Sundays, right? The only person I talk to on Sunday scheduled is Dan Bird, but I leave my 8 and 9 open so I can interview new people. I call them new stories. And I collect new stories throughout the year, and I've identified 3 or 4 people to come in because I think they had a unique story. And we'll look at that on the agenda. Because again, I don't want to have like the same people every time, right? I want to get some spice. I want to get some new people, new blood, new stories, new energies. And then there's another one I want to do is celebrate our community, right? Celebrate the people in it. There are people making money in this hard environment, and I want to get them on stage, like Brandon and Jared and Aaron and others. So I want to show people that are actually doing it today. And again, in an area that I have no experience. I've never done ground up development. I don't do rent by room, right? Get up there and tell your stories and show people all this great stuff. And then one thing I did that was a slight pivot last year, again, Matt, you and your lovely wife, Ashley, kicked us off. PTO for Life kicked off day 2. It was about couples. I've decided to change it up a little bit. And this year is going to be about Gen Z. So I'm asking Cody Davis to kick off day 1 and a guy named Dylan kick off day 2. And again, right, Cody's, I think, 25. Dylan's, I think, 29 or 30. And I just want people to realize if these guys could do it, what's your excuse, right? This is all about inspiration and all of that. So, yeah, that's the complex Rubik's Cube I tried to play with to put the schedule together. Any questions or thoughts?
Well, I'm going to cheat.
Oh, shit.
One of the things that motivates me, and one of the reasons why I even make content at all, is going from broke to financially free is a huge emotional roller coaster. I'm not going to give it all away so I could do it again.
Yes. No way.
I would like to set up at the event and interview all of the people that come that are in the One Rental at a Time community.
That'd be fun.
Ask the questions of where they start from, what's their portfolio like, get some, detailed questions for the One Rental at a Time community. And those will be all recorded for you to put on One Rental at a Time. Yeah, but it's very selfish. It's for me. I want to see the people, the person, the human sitting in front of me going, this is where I was because I'm in this community. Here's where I'm at. And here's where I'm going to be. And nice. That to me,
that would be awesome.
Is it's so rewarding. I look forward
Yeah, so we will find, again, if you've been to the facility, it might be in its own private room because there's so much space that we haven't leveraged. But we will set up I'll get an extra camera and mic set up so that you can record, that extra content. If you want to have Dion interview, you will find a sign up sheet or something. And yeah, I'd love for you to interview 50, 60 people, quick 15, 20 minutes. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I did that the first year, and to me, it was kind of the highlight of the event. But it was unorganized. It was just kind of off the cuff. I was like, "Hey, let's stand over here and do some questions. I want to plan, and coordinate it."
That would be fun. Yeah, and and Matt will be your thug going to get people and dragging them in. He'll just drag them to you.
For sure.
Yeah, it's so let me show you the agenda. This is there's been a lot of thought in this, but let's kind of ask questions, peel it apart. Let me make sure this comes up. There it is. All right. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's just do day one first. Again, we start early. Yes, I know it's 8 a.m. Yes, I know it's Vegas, but you guys got to remember I wake up at 5 a.m. So 8 a.m. is late to me. You're lucky it's not 7. Opening remarks.
Not 7 if you want people there.
Fair point. So 8 a.m. start. Right out the gate is going to be Cody. Again, I like to have a theme to initiate the day. So Cody will go up first. And again, if people don't know about my events, I'm very unique. I don't know anybody else that does this. I heard VidCon does a little bit of this, but Cody's not going to talk for 45 minutes. He's going to talk for 25 minutes.
Right.
And then people are going to line up on the side of the room and ask Cody questions. Right. That's what makes my events unique is it's not death by PowerPoint. It's not sell from stage. It's give value and let them ask questions because you undoubtedly are going to have questions from folks. So same deal. I'm never going to change. That's just how I do my events. Then we're going to bring on our first successful school member doing rent by room, Jared. He's going to come up, talk about his 4 or 5 houses, what's worked, what doesn't, good, bad, ugly. Then there's our first break. Then my first cool story. Andrea is somebody who actually basically grew up in South America. She went on to become a doctor, and she realized that she couldn't build wealth even as a doctor in her country. So she left. She left her career behind and moved to Florida, and she basically started real estate from scratch and built a very big portfolio. So we're gonna find out more and more about her story, which I think is just very inspirational. Then we're going to have the millionaire panel. This is where Dion, Matt, and Millennial Mike and others will be on stage. This is purely Q&A, right? It's, hey, let's celebrate the millionaires and get them on stage so you can ask some questions. This one is in pencil. Derek is about 50-50. He has to check with some other commitments. So if Derek can't go, we'll either extend the millionaire panel or I'll find someone else. But hopefully, Derek, I'm just keeping it here for good karma. Like, yeah, we're going to get Derek.
Yeah.
Derek,
We got to get Derek.
Yeah, I agree.
Got to get Derek.
And then we do our first lunch, right? Which again, this year, like year 2, I feed everybody. So there's no, grabbing money. It's like in the ticket. So, VIP and general admission all get fed. Lance Lambert says that he can sell a couple of sponsorships, which will help me not lose money. So we may have a 30-minute sponsorship spot on day 1 and day 2. So we'll see. This again is in pencil. I gave him 2 months to sell them. Otherwise, I'll stick somebody else in there. Next up, we have Leah the Trader. She, again, been on the channel a couple of times. I follow her on X. But her story is amazing because she basically did Burr in Europe as a lady, building a portfolio from scratch, hands-on, all of that. So again, it's just that get it done mindset. And if you think it's hard to do in the US, try to do it in Europe. So she's a ball of energy and a lot of fun. Next up, we're going to have Aaron, who's again part of our school community, who just successfully raised, I don't know, it was $1.5 million to kick off his passion project of taking care of the elderly. So he's going to share about that story. Then my favorite session is where I find 5 ORAT members and surprise the heck out of them and bring them on stage and say thank you for being such a positive contribution to our community. Give them their gift, give them some celebration. Last year I did this and really shocked a lot of people, so we're going to keep doing that each and every year. We have a break, and then keynote number 1, Jason Hartman is going to come close us out on day 1. And then again, we have our networking dinner and, cake and cupcake because it is a celebration. So that's day 1, guys.
Love it.
Any thoughts, questions, tweaks, any of that?
No, I think it's all good. It's quite the lineup.
Yep. All right. Day 2, kind of same deal, right? Gen Z kicking off is off. Dylan, he's a little older than Cody, but still doing amazing things. Brandon's doing infill development ground up. Again, part of our school community, deserves to be get some time in the sun. We have a break. And then we have that, again, a story we just brought to the channel, Sharon and Sean. These, again, Sean's got 1 million people on Instagram, TikTok, all of that. They're in their 30s. They're married. And they took 2 years off. They built a real estate portfolio, and then they just left, right? They left they pulled a Dion, but did it for 2 years, rented out their home, all of that stuff. And we're going to hear about all the countries and how they did it and would they do it again and all of that stuff.
So they wrote a book, became Bigger Pockets keynote speaker, and canceled all their vacations. Is that what I heard? I just checked.
No,
it sounds like they did it the smarter way.
Yeah, pulling a Dion.
That's right. They did it the smarter way. Exactly. That's hilarious. Then on day 2, just like day 1, I want to give time in the sun to people that have been part of the channel, right? Like Dana from Hemlane, Lance Lambert from Resi Club. Then there'll be lenders, Matt the Mortgage Guy, Convoy, and Velocity. Again, just trying to balance showing love and appreciation. And then we have our next ORAT couple coming up, Ryan and his lovely wife, Lakeisha, I believe it is. Letitia. I need to put that in here. I have her name. I just need to type it in. Then lunch. Then there's Lance's spot to sell, to help. And then one thing I did this year that I didn't know I would do is I'm bringing back the 2 highest rated presentations from last year. We did something unusual. We had Fred, who's a pasture and mental health expert, come in and crush it. And then we had Dr. Jeff, who is my doctor on my health journey, come in and crush it with biohacking. Everybody loved that and wanted it again. So congratulations, you get it again. Then a break, and then Pace Morby is going to go for almost 2 hours to round out.
That's not enough time.
Yeah, believe me, I tried to do an hour, and I'm like, that's not going to be enough. So I basically canceled my session and gave all the time to Pace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the event. So again, I think it's stacked. I think there's enough, there's time to show love to the millionaires who are repeat guests. There's enough success. There's enough new people, enough repeats. So I feel pretty good about this, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say.
Dion.
I'm looking forward to the feedback from the people who watch this video. Because this is who it's being done for.
Yep. Yeah, and again, if you're going to say someone you don't want there, or you want, like some people are telling me, hey, where's this? Why isn't they coming back? I'm like, who am I going to remove? Right? That's the whole Rubik's Cube, right? Trying to solve all answers. And
so this is probably a horrible idea. We didn't talk about it beforehand. So yes, I'm springing it on Michael live.
Great.
Because I know how much he loves that. You should have a viewer's choice spot where it's based on who your audience recommends.
So like have an opening. Okay.
Just one opening. It can be like a 30-minute thing, but you've got a couple spots in there that you might be able to create some room, but I would do some sort of a 30-minute thing, and it would be just based on what everybody replies on this video. And then it will be reminded, but you got to have some sort of a running poll somewhere.
Okay.
And because it's all going to be write-in. It's not going to be like, it's just pure.
I like it. So, all right, folks, in the comments below, write in who you would like to come. Now, I would ask you to make it somebody who has been there before, because that's my easiest way to get them. Correct. Right. If you tell me some big name that I have no connection with, can't help you. Probably can't help you. Yeah, epic. Not helpful. But yeah, if you want to write in, like Uneducated Economist has come up a couple of times, right? He's been at year 1 and year 2. Love Simon. I don't know if I have time, but you're right. It's my agenda. So I control all this. And if somebody thinks that somebody should come back, leave comments below, and I'll sit on that for 30 days and, see if we can find an opening. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Who would you pay to see? Because you're paying to see them.
Yeah, exactly. Who are you paying to see?
And P.S., by the way, this is the way cheaper way to get to see Pace.
Yeah, exactly. Pace events typically are $1,000 for general admission, and it was really nice that he agreed to come out. So
I agree.
It's pretty cool.
Does he know that I'm there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. They asked for me for a list of people that are speaking, and I did not tell them your name. I didn't tell them Matt. I did not tell them your name.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm not a fool. But again, yeah, I mean, Pace and I would actually say Pace and I are friends. I would say that. So I think he's fine with that. I don't think there's any hard feelings.
It's fine.
Again, yeah. But the other thing we have is that podcast room, right? That was a little helter skelter last year. I want to make sure that we find ways to use that, because again, a lot of new speakers this year. So finding ways to get that scheduled and have you guys, the two of you, Millennial Mike, and maybe others. I think that's something I should do this year, is tag people to own that early and then make the introductions for interviews, because it was a little chaotic last time.
We had that. And then Dion got sick, and so I had to fill in for 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
we had it.
No getting sick, Dion. No getting sick.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah. So I let me ask you guys some questions, because I haven't asked this yet, and I'm springing it on you. Do you think, with what you've seen, like, are you upset you don't have your own spot? I mean, because that's really something I think about, right? Is like, you guys are coming out spending $3, $4, $5 grand. Do you feel that you're? Yeah, I'll just ask you. Like, do you want your own spot? Do you feel like you deserve it?
No, it's fine. No, I mean, the idea is, I don't want to speak for Dion, but I'll speak for me. The idea is to grow the community. That's the whole purpose of this. Mm-hmm. So, it's nice that we get to be up there again together, because that's kind of where it all started.
Yep.
That's the thing that, and more importantly, not to present, but just be there to answer people's questions.
Yep.
There's people that are new to the channel. There's people that don't know us. There's people that would like to know more about us. Being able to do it that's the perfect segment to do it.
Yeah. And you guys are the headliners in the VIP section. I go in there all the time, and you guys are surrounded.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just have to make sure that we eat.
Yeah.
That was a problem last year. I was like, why am I dizzy? I was like, oh yeah, I didn't eat it all. I'm starving. Yeah, you can't not put fuel in the beast. But no, I think it's great. I think that, people, are connected to the event. We're connected to them. Like, we've been a part of now thousands of people's journeys.
Oh yeah.
Which is awesome. And so, I love the fact that we just get to answer their questions. That's all that we're there for. And
that's what I love about this. Because again, all three of us, none of us have I'm selling something ick on us.
Nope.
We'll just answer it whether you like it or not. This is my answer. You may not like it, but I'm going to give it to you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dion, are you upset that you don't get to sell the book from stage and all that stuff?
So I want to make sure, I'm trying to think of how to articulate this where it comes out clearly. Recently, so I'm the keynote speaker for Bigger Pockets this year at BPCon, right?
Yep.
And they did
the ORAT community helped represent and vote you in.
Yeah, they did. And I did a webinar with them, and during the webinar setup, the people I was talking to that coordinated how the webinar works for them asked me, they said, hey, you're coming to BPCon this year. You're the keynote presenter. That's cool. What did you like from previous BPCon years? And I had to say, I've never gone.
Yeah, that'd be, don't know.
So, and I did, and I told him, so that's what I'm going to try to explain here. I reached financial freedom, and then events started happening. Like YouTube kind of kicked off. You started 2018. And so I've never been to an event as a financially free person unless I'm speaking. Yours is the only one I will go to that I'm not presenting at, because I'm not going to learn and become financially free. I am financially free. I have structured it. I'm looking forward to watching a lot of the presenters. I'm glad that you're doing this. But if any other community reached out and said, hey, we're having an event, even bigger
having an event. Yeah, you get a free ticket
in
show up
your town.
Right.
Do you want to come? No, I'm already free. The reason I go is to share, to bring other people to this point. But like I said, I'm going to cheat. I don't need to be on stage. If I'm to the side and I get to ask everybody that'll come up and talk to me these same 5 to 10 questions and get to feel what they're going through,
yeah,
I'll come for that. So I don't need to be on stage. I'm fine with that. if something opens up, I think that Matt, Mike, we're all sitting in the background going, "Yep,
Yeah.
we'll definitely step up there and entertain and share knowledge at any time." But I don't think we need the limelight. Like,
yeah.
I'm famous enough. Walking around Vegas, no joke. I got stopped 7 or 8 times. Vegas is a big town.
It is a big town.
Getting stopped 7 or 8 times was very weird for me. Just was weird. And it's not that people shouldn't come up to me and say hi. I don't mind at all. It was just very weird.
It's just odd, right? It's an odd feeling.
I am not that's not the guy that I am. That's not, I've run a very quiet business where I live for that reason. People don't know. They're like, "Oh, really? Do you own some property here?" I do. I own but one of the best things that happened. Yeah. What's that?
This is how petty I am when I'm walking around Vegas, because we got stopped a bunch. I was walking with you a couple of times.
Yeah.
My brothers were hanging out with us in Vegas the last couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that's a thing. Watch their reaction of people walking up and go, "Hey, you're Dion," and like just not
comprehending.
That was amazing.
It was very different. It was very different because I'd seen that in a corporate setting because I was an executive.
Yeah.
But not in my real life. But the other thing too is that the best thing that happened last year was Dion getting sick. It was the best thing that happened for me last year.
Why?
Because
I didn't walk the strip all day.
Yeah, that was exhausting enough. No, the reason why it was the best thing was because I am the last one to be interested in doing an interview. I just don't care.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. You were.
I just don't care. But for you, I would do it.
Yeah, you
and
stepped
for Dion, he was gone.
Yeah.
But that is not a natural thing for me. Like, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to interview a bunch of people. I don't want to be, people like, "Oh my gosh, what an amazing." I suck at interviewing. I just have a conversation. That's all I know how to do. And so it was the biggest blessing for me because of all the cool people that I got to meet that way. So now I'm going to completely cheat and steal some stuff from Dion because I really enjoyed doing it. It was the thing that made me not exhausted. The most exhausting thing was being out in the crowd. I'm not an introvert, but that's exhausting for me. But I love doing it because I know it impacts people, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll sleep later. No big deal.
The event, I'm sure it does for you, but I mean, the event takes a lot out of me. I mean, both years after that, I was wiped for at least a week.
Yeah. Same. Yep. Yeah, I caught many of a kid's toy off the face.
Dad's napping.
Oh, Dad, you're sleeping in. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I was sitting down.
Sorry. My bad. But
yeah.
It's, and I guess the last thing, I mean, if you watch the Daily Financial News, you may have heard this. I am not sure, guys, that I will do this next year. This might turn into back to kind of the 50,000 celebration. It might be built around a big milestone, right? With obviously the next big milestone being 100,000. And with the way my channel is growing, that might be 2 or 3 years away. So I don't know that I completely reserve the right to change my opinion. Maybe I get to the event and I'm re-energized and ready to do it again. But as I sit here right now, I'm not very keen on doing year 4. Right.
Maybe Matt will do it and then you and I can come.
Shut up, Dion. Listen, big puckered speaker. Like, you're definitely the one next in line. The guy with 11,000 subs isn't the one doing events. So I'm pretty sure you're next in line. So Chesla might want to get her planning pants ready because that's what you guys are going to be doing. It's not me. I got 4 kids.
Yeah. That's like, nope, that missed me. But again, I
prepare for the Panther. That's all I have to say to you, Dion. Prepare for the
Panther. That is awesome. But yeah, it's, again, this is not a marketing spiel to get you guys to buy tickets early, which obviously I want you to do. I just don't know, as I sit here today on August 6th, that I want to do it again next year. It's
so much work.
And year 1 lost money, year 2 basically break even. But it is a lot of work for.
It's a lot of work for free.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for free.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just don't know. And maybe it's just because I'm in the suck right now and I'll change my mind as we get to the end of this. But I'm really like, you know what? Maybe because again, the 50,000, and maybe it was because it was the first one. It was really a celebration, right? At this point, I'm in the year 3. It's planning. It's like, okay, it's like my old tech job. Oh, it's Discover Day. It's this day. It's like, it doesn't have that same pop but that's why I'm like, well, maybe we'll just do it at 100,000. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the suck and I need to get out of my own head, but who knows?
Yeah.
Thoughts, Dion?
Like every year, I want to see how you feel during the event.
Yeah.
That will determine whether
maybe exactly. Yeah. If I'm energized by lunchtime on day one, you can guarantee there'll be a fourth year. But yeah, we're in the suck right now. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming out, looking at the agenda. Dion, I think your idea going back there, Matt doing the same thing if we want to. Again, I'm up. We have enough time to set all of this up. And frankly, the more that I could find a way to show love to you guys and to the community members, and getting these 10 questions and documenting 20 amazing stories or 40 amazing stories, whatever it is that could be that I'd love to just throw all of that in school and just go, guys, these are everyday wealth builders. That's the big thing to me. So, Matt, where can people find you?
Lumberjack Landlord, Thursday nights at 9 p.m. I didn't do a show last week. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Didn't do a show last week because I was at the National Sports Card Convention for 5 days. And
you want to talk about your big purchase?
So there will be an unveiling because.
Oh, okay. My bad. All right.
It deserves its own show. It's so much bigger than me because this is one of those things where honestly, I never expected to be able to buy it ever. Never expected it was something I would ever be able to own. But frankly, because of my success over the last 26 years, I was able to I remember being broke, buying my very first version of that card for $400, and it was almost every penny I had. And I was broke as a joke. And now to stroke the check that I just stroked to buy that card, I didn't even feel it. It didn't change what I'm going to eat for dinner. It doesn't change anything for my life. And is
this unveiling coming up this week? Are we going to see it this week?
Yeah, it'll be. So I'm launching a new brand specifically around this because a lot of people are looking for alternative investment.
Okay.
And so because people are looking for alternative investment, this is one of the large alternative investment areas in the world right now.
Okay.
And so it's one of those things where it's just, if people like this stuff and they want to kind of get into it, but yeah, we'll make a bigger announcement next week on it when everything is more solidified. But yeah, it's an exciting time. I love real estate. Nothing makes me as much money as real estate. I'm not getting out of real estate. Let none of those nasty, silly rumors occur. It's more, I have so much.
Yeah.
That now it's time to do something else, just more fun. And so Dion has scuba.
Yep. And you have.
And I'll have sports
other
cards
thing
that we'll share with you guys next week more what that looks like.
Awesome. And Dion, where do they find you?
Right here on YouTube, Dion Talk Financial Freedom, and on Amazon, Financial Freedom for the Lazy Person.
Go get it. I wrote my review. I even added a picture so it stands out. It's there for you. Dion, this book, I really do believe this will be a bestseller for a long time. I believe this is the book that most people should start with, even over and beyond mine, right? If you're out there and you're thinking, hey, do I buy this or one rental at a time? I would buy this. I think this is more for most people. So yeah, it's the book.
If you're a real estate agent and you're looking for that closing gift idea,
there you go.
For the new investor you're working with.
There you go. Totally. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Ciao.